Hello, children. Welcome to Enjoy Stories. In this series, we will be reading one story every episode. This is a part of my effort to encourage children to take to reading and collect books. Wishing all the very best. Today, we will read the story The Search for Dharma. This story has been taken from the collection Awesome Grandpa Stories. Awesome Grandpa Stories is a collection of popular stories from around the world, often narrated by grandparents. They are full of fun, adventure, and fantasy, and they also teach important values such as kindness, unity, patience, and intelligence. Once, a young man named Daksh decided to give up all worldly desires and pleasures. He told his old parents, mother and father, I want to give up family life and become a hermit. Hearing this, Daksh's parents became very sad. His mother said, son, who will take care of us in our old age? Please don't go. But Daksh had made up his mind. He did not listen to his parents. He went to a forest and sat in meditation under a large tree. One day, as Daksh was meditating, a bird's droppings fell on him. His concentration was disturbed. Daksh looked up at the bird angrily. The bird was burnt to ashes. This made Daksh think that he had become a saint and he had acquired mystical powers. So he stopped meditating. He decided to spend the rest of his life in the village worshipping God. Daksh went from house to house to collect alms. One day, he knocked on the door of a house. There was no answer. He knocked on the door several times. Finally, a voice said, I'm coming. Please wait. After a while, the lady of the house came out with some food. She noticed that the hermit was angry. The lady smiled at Daksh and said, I am sorry to have kept you waiting, but please don't burn me like you burnt the poor bird. I was taking care of my duties and responsibilities, Dharma, in the house. Daksh was embarrassed about his behavior. He realized that the lady was a learned woman, as she knew a lot about him. He said to her, I understand that you know a lot about Dharma. Please teach me what Dharma is. The woman said, you must meet Ajiva. He will be able to teach you more about Dharma. Daksh took leave of the lady and went in search of Ajiva. He thought Ajiva was a great wise sage who would guide him on Dharma. But Daksh was surprised when he finally found Ajiva. He turned out to be a humble shopkeeper who sold groceries for a living. Daksh explained to Ajiba as to why he had come there. Ajiba told him to wait while he attended to his customers. Daksh was very annoyed for being made to wait till Ajiba finished his business. When his last customer's needs were taken care of, Ajiba smiled at Daksh and said, "I know you are angry with me for making you wait, but just as the lady's duty is towards her family first, my dharma is to serve my customers first. Both the lady and I are sages even though we do not do any meditation." Daksh realized his mistake and apologized to Ajiba. He understood that the shopkeeper too was a learned man. Later, Ajiba took Daksh to his house for dinner. When they reached home, Ajiba made Daksh wait again, while he lovingly took care of his old parents. Daksh sat watching him with interest. A great change came over him as he regretted his actions. It was quite some time before Ajiba returned to his guest, but Daksh showed no anger or impatience whatsoever. Ajiba was surprised at this transformation. He said, "I see that you are not angry about my delay." Daksh thanked Ajiba and said, "You showed me what Dharma is. Serving my old parents is my real duty and responsibility." Then Daksh returned home. He was now a changed man. He asked his parents to forgive him for leaving them in their old age. His parents were very happy to have their son back and they blessed him. Moral: always fulfill your duties and responsibilities. Hope you all enjoyed watching and listening to this story, children. Do subscribe to my channel and share it with your family and friends. We will meet again with another story. Thank you.